Sedalia, Missouri. It's a small town in the middle of the state. And after high school there, I went to the University of Missouri, got a bachelor's degree in journalism. Print and digital was my sequence, which was basically what newspaper was before they changed it to include more online stuff. So graduated from there in May of 2012. I got here about a month ago, and I'm hoping that this will be a place where I stick around for a while. It's kind of a place to set out some roots a little bit, so that's the plan for now. Been here, it's probably about a month now. So I graduated from the University of Missouri and really kind of bounced around a lot after that. I did an internship in Las Vegas where I was covering cops, breaking news at their newspaper, and that was pretty interesting. Enjoyed that. And then after that internship was over, I worked in Wyoming for a while covering football and basketball there for the Casper Star Tribune. And after that, I worked in St. Louis briefly for Fox Sports Midwest. In my sophomore year of high school, and not really because I thought it would be fun, just because I needed an elective, and the teacher who taught it was cool, so I thought, sure, I'll do this. And I actually really liked it. When you're covering a big, a major college, whether whatever the sport, you're pretty much on all the time. You don't get news doesn't break in shifts. You don't get to ignore something that pops up and come back to it in the morning. If you take your job seriously and want to be competitive at it and lead the beat, then you really kind of have to be ready to jump on things as they come up. And that's something that you kind of sign up for. You know when you're getting into sports that you're going to be working weekends, and you're going to be kind of at the mercy of news when it happens. I think you do have to balance it. You have to take advantage of your off days when you get them. You have to try to step away when you can. But often if you enjoy it, it shouldn't really feel like work. I know one of the things that I didn't do enough of when I was younger, and I think that can be said for a lot of kids or younger people in this business, is they might read a lot and keep up on a lot, but they're not necessarily reading good writing. And really, if you want to be in this business and do well, you have to be able to write well, whether you're writing stories for a newspaper or a magazine or packages that go on ESPN. So I would find some people that do this really well, who are well respected, who have been kind of recognized for their solid good work, and follow those people. Learn from them, go back and read what they have done, watch what they have produced, and kind of you learn by osmosis. The more you consume, the more good stuff you consume, the better you're going to get. So I think that would be, my biggest advice, is just to read and consume as much good quality work as you could find. There's a lot of things. I like to travel. I also like the chance to just get to meet a lot of interesting people. And that's kind of one of the things that always comes back to me is really the benefit of being a sports writer is you get to meet a lot of people that other people look up to or follow or admire, and you're the person who basically gets to go meet that person and then tell everyone else who would like to know that person what they're like. And I think that's something that you can't take for granted. The cool part is you get to have some sort of professional relationship with people that other people might only get a chance to see in a magazine or on TV, and you actually get a chance to know them a little bit. And I think that's probably the coolest part. You have to be competitive in a good sense. You don't want to let it consume you, but you have to have a desire and a drive to be first and be right on something. Especially if you're covering something like a beat, or even if you're more of kind of like, say you're a magazine writer and everyone is going after a big profile or a feature on a big event that's happened. You have to want yours to be the best. So you have to have that drive. I think you have to be able to adapt. We've seen it a ton, even since I've been out. You guys are doing a lot more video, a lot more cross-platform stuff than even I was doing, and I was doing a lot more than a lot of the guys who have been here a while. So I think you have to be able to do your job and not necessarily be the best at every aspect of it, but be willing to try it. I don't know how you would do well covering a team in this day and age without having presence and kind of a very high understanding of social. And it goes twofold too. You want to be a face that people can ask questions to. You want to interact with your readers, fans of the team, things like that. So it's a great. You would have asked me when I was 15 what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the back page columnist at Sports Illustrated, and that job now has changed. So much since I've kind of moved along, and everything has changed. So I think it's hard to say in this day and age, this is my dream job, because your dream job might not be here in 5 years, or something else could be different. I want to be able to write good stories, usually about sports, at a place where they appreciate good work and work with a good editor, and that's really what I've found here. And I think I've been some other places, and from the short amount of time that I've been in here, I really respect those things. You know, a place that appreciates good work, that's going to push you to get better, and that's really, you know, all you can ask. Covering, you know, sports that people, you know, care a lot about. Obviously, Tennessee, you know, getting a chance to help out covering football is big here. You know, their basketball team, for an SEC school, has a big following. So really, I've kind of found the things that I'm looking for here.